The main reason I think Halo Infinite needs more classic Halo in it as soon as possible is because when they released Squad Battle, it has legit been the most fun I've had in Halo Infinite since the game came out. It's just been a great addition, and especially seeing a bunch of old classic Halo maps that, to be quite frank, I didn't think we were ever going to see again, like Valhalla, Zanzibar, Wetwork, even Halo 4's Exiled have just been really fun to play. And I think a part of it might have to do with the way they did True Skill 2 for the playlist, because the matchmaking doesn't feel very strict like it does in Fiesta or Team Slayer, or even the release 12v12 Big Team Battle. But I'm just glad the way they set the playlist up, because it's just perfect. The only thing that could honestly make it better is if I could just play Slayer on all those maps instead of having to play Capture the Flag and One Flag on Zanzibar. Yeah, imagine that. The guy that just plays Slayer 24/7 doesn't want to play the objective game modes. But past that, the playlist is perfect, and it's the only playlist I really play anymore unless I want a specific challenge like get kills with the energy sword or get kills with a rocket, because then I'm just going to go to Fiesta and get it done real quick. Back to the main topic at hand here. I'm really surprised we haven't seen Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, and even Halo 4 events yet with classic Forge-made maps. I'm surprised Squad Battles is just the only introduction we've had to more old school maps, minus the Pit and Plaza, which I don't really consider maps from Halo 5 old school. It's surprising that Halo Infinite isn't leaning more on its roots in the classic Halos, especially with the way the game was marketed in the beginning as a return to classic Halo. And I would prefer getting more classic Halo maps than getting more mid to bad maps like Chasm, Cliffhanger, which is an okay map, but we could have just gotten like Haven or Sanctuary or just any good classic Halo map, or even, Halo 4 maps, right? But it's just crazy that we've been getting these mid to bad maps when they have a whole catalog of just great maps they could just take. It's also crazy that we haven't seen any of the classic Halo weapons yet, because I was suspecting when the game first came out that we were going to see stuff like the sticky shot, the brute shot, the beam rifle, maybe we'd see the plasma repeater, maybe we'd see just the plain old plasma rifle, just classic Halo weapons. And I specifically want some of the classic Halo weapons, because it feels really blasphemous playing Valheim, or as the older Halo fans may know it, as Ragnarok or Valhalla, and instead of there being a Spartan laser, there's a skewer. Like, it just feels blasphemous in my opinion. I want the Spartan laser back. I also think it would be cool if when they do the classic Halo events, that they add classic variations of helmets into Halo Infinite, like the Halo 3 EVA armor, the Halo 3 Scout armor, the Halo 3 EOD armor. Please bring back the EOD helmet. Please. And you can have the Reach and Halo 4 variations in there too. Like, there's just so much you can do with adding classic Halo into new Halo, and it would make everyone happy to have the options of using more old school looking armor. I mean, heck, you could even do a Master Chief's Collection celebration when it hits 10 years and put some of those Master Chief Collection armors that are only in the Master Chief Collection, like those medieval armors, and you can put those into Halo Infinite as an event too. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind Halo Infinite having its own maps, having its own customization, and just being its own unique game, but there's certain things that always should be in Halo when the game comes out, like the pump action shotgun, that are missing in this game. I just want them back. Like, I miss the pump action shotgun. It feels really weird playing Infection and not having the old school shotgun, but instead having to use the Bulldog. And I don't hate the Bulldog, it's just I want to have the pump action shotgun like I've always had. It'd also be cool to see some old school armor abilities come back, like the bubble shield, have the jetpack come back in some way. I don't know how it'd be implemented, but stuff like that, right? Like, you can use the jetpack 3 times, or you can use the bubble shield once, and maybe even add armor lock in some way. I mean, don't make it ultra annoying like they did in Halo Reach, but just add old school stuff back into the game and remind players that they're not just playing a new Halo game, but Halo Infinite is kind of a celebration of Halo. And they should also add some old school Halo vehicles into Halo Infinite as well, like the Spectre, the Hornet, the Falcon, the Revenant, just old school vehicles that we haven't seen in other games past Halo 2, 3, and Reach, because there are a bunch of one-off vehicles that would be really nice to have in Infinite. It would also be cool to see Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2 get things from that game put into Halo Infinite, but I'd hold my breath on that a little bit more because I know that they'd have to create some of that stuff from scratch. But you could have a Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2 event in Halo Infinite also. Now, obviously, there's more classic Halo they can add into Halo Infinite, unless it's something really stupid like the Halo 4 binary rifle. I hope they add it in there. And if there's anything that you personally think they should add from the older titles, let me know in the comments. And
I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave.